7 years later and we're back where we all started.
Breaking news. Orange man bad.
Orange man bad.
Orange man.
Orange man.
Orange man bad. Orange man colluded. Orange man impeached. Orange man insurrectionist. Orange man indicted. The longest political witch hunt in modern history finally culminates with charges about as weak as Joe Biden's resistance to wanting to sniff kids. The zombie case against Trump, centering around a $130,000 alleged hush money payment to Stormy Daniels, is an obscure financial misdemeanor at best, inflated out of all proportion by nothing more than partisan hysteria and demented vengeance mentality. Weaponized political theatre, purely crafted to prevent Trump running again in 2024. The same pearl clutchers who raged about election interference are cheering on one of the most brazen examples of election interference ever witnessed. Attorney Jonathan Turley explained the absurd nature of the indictment.
It's a raw political prosecution. This idea that you could take a misdemeanor under New York law that has expired, that has a 2-year statute of limitations, and revive it by connecting it to a federal crime, I think it's rather outrageous. I think it's legally pathetic.
This whole sideshow is so farcical, so banana republic, that even foreign leaders of second and third world countries, like the president of El Salvador, are laughing at America. As Tucker Carlson explains, this is just the latest chapter of a near decade-long corrupt vendetta.
In the 2016 election, when the most powerful interests in this country decided that Donald Trump could not be president, but just to make certain that he never was, the FBI worked with the Clinton campaign to spread false allegations that the president had been colluding with the government of Russia. That, of course, didn't work, and Trump took office anyway. Within days, they arrested Trump's national security advisor. Then they had a CIA operative in the White House file a fake whistleblower complaint about Ukraine, and that got Trump impeached. And then they impeached Trump again for holding a constitutionally protected rally to call on his supporters to peacefully protest what had happened to him, as you would in a democracy. This effort today is one in a long line of unprecedented steps that permanent Washington has taken to stop Donald Trump from holding office in a democracy.
This is so nakedly tyrannical, it can surely only backfire massively. Although given the despotic nature of those responsible for it, you really start to wonder. The Telegraph reports that the charges will add rocket fuel to Trump's campaign for 2024. Democrats are still salivating over Trump in handcuffs, Trump's mugshot. They've spent much of the last 2 weeks obsessively creating reams of generated AI photos of it. So excited they're unable to wait for the real thing. Well, be careful what you wish for. The Telegraph notes that a quote mugshot could become the most effective fundraising tool Trump has ever had. One senior Democrat told the newspaper, quote, "Lawyer after lawyer will tell you this. The hush money payment is the weakest case out there." Chris Rock summed it up.
Do you know this is only going to make him more popular? It's like arresting Tupac. He's gonna sell more records. Are you stupid?
And you can tell how nervous the left is about this turning Trump into a martyr by their strangely muted reaction to it. Hollywood celebrities who have spent years defining their very existence by the metric of Trump derangement syndrome aren't exactly popping the champagne corks like you'd expect them to. Michael Moore's response was simply to post the words, "Finally something." Maybe a tacit admission that the something is next to nothing. Along with the Orange Man Bad Square.
Orange man bad.
There's a sense that many Trump supporters who were losing faith in the Donald have been totally galvanized by this new crusade against him. Quinnipiac poll shows 93% of Republicans believe the case against Trump is politically motivated. Crucially, 70% of independents and even 29% of Democrats believe that too. He's been surging in polls against DeSantis for the past fortnight.
He is just killing the field, lapping the field. This is right now among the leading contenders for the Republican nomination.
But given everything they're throwing at Trump, will he even be able to campaign next year? Given all the attacks, will he have enough stamina against the younger, fresher candidate DeSantis? Oh yeah, and speaking of aging, can you believe I'm 40 years old? Where did all the years go? A horrifying thought, but not quite as horrifying as if I actually looked 40 years old. I was getting my hair cut the other day and the guy said late 20s. I'll take it. You want to know my secret? Well, it's not rocket science. It's called moisturising your face on a regular basis with a good product. Which brings me to Tiege Hanley. No doubt like me, you were constantly flipping between different skincare products. Different brands for different parts of your face. Well, simplify everything by using the Tiege Hanley Skincare System Routine. Face wash in the morning. Wash. Really refreshing. Wakes up your face like a strong cup of coffee. Super serum. Boom. Locks in that good moisture. Eye cream. Wash. Totally smooth. Doesn't irritate. No sting whatsoever. AM moisturizer. Boom. Eliminates any tightness, dryness, and you get that SPF 20 layer of sun protection. Then repeat at night, but with the PM moisturizer. Wash. To keep your skin hydrated as you sleep. Then exfoliate or scrub twice a week with the... well, it's the scrub. Boom! Clears out all those clogged pores and dead skin cells. I've been using Tiege Hanley for about 3 weeks now, and even in winter when your skin suffers the most, it's been a delight. For what I was paying for just one moisturiser, I get all this with Tiege Hanley for the same price. And it does a better job. My skin looks and feels better than ever. Don't take my word for it. Go and read over 5,000 5-star reviews on their website. Uncomplicated skincare that's simple, affordable, and effective. Fragrance-free, made in the USA, never tested on animals, and peace of mind knowing that you're not funding those big corporate brands that try to monopolize the industry. Get a monthly subscription, then you'll never have to worry about forgetting to order or running out. And by supporting my sponsors, you support your boy here. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring this video, if you click the link in the description below, you lucky devils get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. So don't miss out. Click the link in the description. Now back to the video. Meanwhile, the NYPD has mobilized every single one of its uniformed officers in anticipation of some kind of pro-Trump riot. More contrived bluster and hot air. Leftists are storming Capitol buildings in Kentucky and Tennessee, fighting with the police. And unlike J6, they're not being calmly chaperoned around by the authorities. Unlike J6s, instead of being extrajudicially disappeared for a year, they're being venerated as guardians of democracy.
People don't want their freedoms to be taken. They want us to fight for their freedoms. Our hearts go out to the trans community as they are under attack right now.
The media is reporting it like they're calmly sitting outside on the grass having polite tea parties. The footage tells a different story. Oh no, but it's those dangerous MAGA people we really need to worry about. Then we have District Attorney Alvin Bragg. Oh, he's deadly laser focused about prosecuting serious crimes, isn't he? Apart from actual ones happening in New York. From day one, reducing serious felonies to misdemeanors. Literally freeing violent criminal after violent criminal to terrorize the public. The most felony crimes reported in 15 years. Crime skyrocketing under his watch. Now, forget all that. Orange Man bad. His star witness, Michael Cohen, a convicted felon and known liar, whose claims have already been contradicted by a letter written by his own lawyer in 2018, saying he facilitated the Stormy Daniels payment using his own personal funds. Nancy Pelosi completely inverting the premise of the entire justice system by saying Trump has to go to trial to prove his innocence, not that they have to prove his guilt. Insanity! Don't forget, this is just one indictment of potentially several in the pipeline, and they're all being spearheaded by totally credible people who completely aren't demented far-left activists at all.
Did you personally want to hear from the former president?
I wanted to hear from the former president, but honestly, I kind of wanted to subpoena the former president because I got to swear everybody in. And so I thought it'd be really cool to get 60 seconds with President Trump of me looking at him and being like, do you solemnly swear? And me getting to swear him in. I kind of just thought that would be an awesome moment.
Yeah, they really just care about the rule of law.
When it comes to, there are indictments recommended, of course. Is it more than 12 people? Is it more than 20 people?
I think if you look at the page numbers of the report, there's about 6 pages in the middle that got cut out. Allow for spacing. It's not a short list.
Not a short list.
As ever, Trump has been prolifically active on Truth Social, trying to get ahead of the narrative.
They only brought this fake, corrupt, and disgraceful charge against me because I stand with the American people, and they know that I cannot get a fair trial in New York. This is an attack on our country, the likes of which have never been seen before. It's likewise a continuing attack on our once free and fair elections. The USA is now a third world nation, a nation in serious decline. So sad.
But the best summary of this case was the one written by the reactionary. The case won't go away. It's illegitimate and political, but it's here to stay for the time being. Don't be surprised if the trial date is set for the first half of 2024. And don't understate the danger to Trump, who will face a jury of Biden voters. Biden won Manhattan 86.7% to 12.3% according to the New York Times. The jury of Trump's peers will be friendly to the prosecution. That's all the Manhattan DA might need to secure a conviction. Trump could very well win on appeal, but the damage, which carries national repercussions, might already have been done. This isn't just about stopping Trump. This is about making an example of him. This is about sending a message to any other political candidate going forward who might even dare dream of challenging the establishment and the deep state. This is what we'll do to you, so don't even think about it. Get early access to videos, exclusive live streams, and personally DM me. You've seen how much I get demonetized all the time. Well, this is how you support me. By subscribing at pauljosephwatson.locals.com. Please click the link in the description.